Do you think that expensive equipment is necessary for a good YouTube channel? That's the biggest mistake. Of course, there are minimal technical requirements, but you can make the visual look amazing even on a small budget. In this video, I'll show you how to set up a professional YouTube setup for just $500. Yes, it's possible, tested and proven by myself. My name is Ilya Weitzman, I'm a video producer with over 20 years of experience in video production and more than 5 years in YouTube promotion. We have launched dozens of channels and reached 4 silver play buttons. To tell you how to set up a $500 setup, I spent $5,000 testing and selecting the best budget options. And guys, this is definitely deserves a like and a subscription, because right now I'm saving you a ton of nerves and several $1,000s. Plus, your activity on my videos helps promote my channel, and this way you won't miss out on new tips and YouTube insights. It's definitely a win for you. Please push the like and subscribe buttons right now, and let's start. Let's imagine that the video quality is 100%. I've broken down the video into 4 key elements, and I will explain how much each one contributes to overall quality. I will also share how to get the maximum quality for the minimum cost in each area. Watch carefully until the end. First of all, naturally, you can't shoot yourself without a camera. The question here is what to shoot with. Let's say you have never shot videos before, or you have only shot short clips for your social media. Now you are planning to make a video that's going to be around 10 or 15 minutes long. What should you use to shoot? Well, the image quality is about 50% of how your video is perceived. Out of this 50%, the camera accounts for about 20%. So, especially at the beginning, it doesn't matter too much what you shoot with. The best camera is the one you already have, or the one that's easily available to you. Don't invest a large budget in the camera at the start. Let's discuss which variants you can use. First, phone. Everyone has one. The latest iPhones shoot excellent quality video. The iPhone 15 and 16 even shoot professionally. If you are filming with your phone, use the Blackmagic Cam app. The link is below. This way you can adjust all the settings to your liking. Choose the 4K format, 30 frames per second. With this, you can crop different shots in editing, even from one single shot. The newer iPhones also support ProRes, but if you are just starting, you don't need it. Stick to 4K and don't forget to lock the focus and white balance if you are using the standard app. I used to recommend shooting on a phone, but then I pulled out my camera, which I bought 5 years ago, and the camera. When I started my first channel 5 years ago, I spent a long time choosing a camera. I tried different brands and settled on Sony. The reason is that Sony provides a cinematic look in almost any model. When I shot with both an iPhone and a Sony camera, the choice became obvious. The iPhone gives great picture quality, it's perfect for shooting short clips, outdoor shoots or vlogs, or anything you want to capture on the go. But of course, if you have the option to get a camera, or you already have one, the picture quality will look much more pleasant and cinematic. Currently, I use the Sony a6400 camera. The latest version, the a6600, has been released. It costs just over $1,000, but will serve you for a long time. And I leave the links to these cameras below the video. A more affordable but still good option is the Sony ZV-E10, link in the description also. It's priced around $600 during promotions. If you have the budget and know exactly what you'll be shooting, then buy it. But if you are not sure, it's better to shoot the first 2 or 3 months of videos and make sure you are committed to YouTube, and then you can invest. As for lens, I have the basic one by Sony, 18-135mm, but don't get that one. Get the Sigma lens for Sony or Viltrox lens for Sony. They are great and very budget. When adjusting your camera settings, here is what you need to focus on. First, white balance. It should match the light temperature set on your devices. Typically 3300 kelvins is a good average. Alternatively, you can set it manually using a white sheet of paper. The second, exposure. The exposure level should ideally be at 0. To reach 0, adjust your ISO by increasing or decreasing it. The lower the ISO, the better the image quality. The more light you can provide without increasing ISO, the better the results. Third, frame rate. Set your camera to record at 25 frames per second. 4th, resolution. Shooting in 4K allows you to crop or zoom in on frames, effectively creating multiple angles or close-ups even with a single camera. 5. Shutter speed. The shutter speed should always be double the frame rate. So for 25 frames per second it should be 1/50. 6. Aperture. Set the aperture to the lowest value your lens allows to achieve a shadow depth of field and create a beautiful background blur. For example, if your lens supports 1.4, use 1.4. If only supports 2.8, use 2.8. This will help separate you from the background and make your video more visually appealing. The third option is a great option. It's one more discovery I made just a few days before shooting. It's the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera. This is a fantastic camera with a great picture quality and minimal effort on your side. It's stabilized, so you can shoot handheld or you can use it with a tripod at home. You can find the base model on sale for around $400. And as you can see, I use it as an additional camera right now. It's important to understand that while equipment is crucial, it's not the key factor when launching a YouTube channel. It's just one of many aspects that may occupy your mind, especially when you're just starting out, doing it for the first time, and the results are unpredictable. You want things to happen faster, better, and on a larger scale. To clear away doubts and worries, it's important to approach the channel launch step by step, addressing each questions one by one. I suggest clearing 90% of your doubts in just 30 minutes. I invite you to a free consultation with our producer. We can assess your potential on YouTube, understand what's needed to get started, choose a strategy, and provide realistic predictions about the results. With these expert answers, you won't have to struggle wondering what to do next. Sign up for a free consultation using the link in the description. Second, when I said that the camera is about 20% of the viewer's perception of your video, another 20% is the lighting. If you have a great camera, but light is used or set incorrectly, you will just waste your money. Now you can ask, natural light, is it cheaper? No, it will be much harder for you, and you will be dependent on the time of the day, clouds, the sun, and the weather. It will change during the shoot, and you will have to adjust your settings. If you are shooting indoors, it's not a vlog, stay away from natural light. Think about getting light sources that will illuminate your face. That's the main thing. Your face needs to be clearly visible. Even a simple ring light, at least 12 inches in diameter, is the most budget-friendly and compromising option. You will find examples of this light in the links below, but there are options that are not much more expensive and are 100% better. Okay, which light do you need? First is a main light source. Get a more powerful light so that you can light yourself well in any condition. Instead of paying for branded options for $300, $400, here is an excellent option for $100. Ulanzi. Remember this brand. It's cheap, but very good quality for personal shoots, not for commercials. And of course, this light needs to be softened. It requires a softbox, 15 or 20 inches in size. Links to good and affordable options are in the description, as usually. The average price is around $50 or $60. And I would also recommend to add another less powerful device, a 40-watt light. It's again a Ulanzi brand, and this device. It can change colors and make the background look more pleasant, as I have now. Now you can compare how the picture looks with this light and without this light. It is a very big difference, do you agree? This one costs around $100 with a power cord, and the link is in the description. For your first video, this is absolutely enough. I'll also leave a few links in the description for devices costing $20 or $30. You can use this as additional lights. For example, I'm using one right now to illuminate the second half of my face and the left part of the background. Okay, and now I will explain you in very simple words what parameters should you evaluate when buying lighting. First, CRI, Color Rendering Index. It's very important. This is an indicator of light quality. It should be above 95. Color temperature, it's in Kelvins. Check the temperature range the light can produce. Around 2400 Kelvins gives a very warm, cozy light, ideal for a home setting. Above 5000 is considered very cold light. I'm currently filming with a light set at 3300 Kelvins on both devices, which is an optimal level that I recommend you. Adjust your home lighting too as well. So, for $200 or $300, you get a great lighting setup which could cost from $1,000 to $1,500. I think you can push the like on this video. In general, the question of equipment and shooting is quite broad and takes a lot of time and energy. It's worth diving into it only if you really want to manage YouTube on your own and handle the filming. However, if you have your own business or an already functioning blog that's bringing in results, don't hesitate to invest in a team. Many people wonder if it's possible to do everything yourself from the start or if you need someone else. My answer is that in any case, having a team will make the results larger, more professional, efficient and faster. You will save time because the results will come quicker with a team. You can evaluate your resources and start with a cameraman if that works for you, or hire a full professional team like ours at TubeBoosters who can handle all YouTube tasks from start to finish. You can continue focusing on your business, blog or whatever you are doing while we professionally promote your YouTube channel, help make you famous and generate income from YouTube. This approach is 100% proven. We have already tested it with dozens of clients. If you are interested in learning more about this option, there is a link in the description. Feel free to write us, ask any questions, and our team will be happy to help. Third, another 20% is your work with a background. It can significantly improve or ruin the picture created by your equipment. Here are the key rules for working with a background. First, sit further away from the background, at least a couple of meters, preferably 3 to 4. This way, you will separate yourself from the background and first, a beautiful blur will appear as you see with many bloggers. And the second, even if there is no blur, you won't blend into the background, which makes the picture more three-dimensional and visually appealing. The closer you are to the background, the more you blend with it, and the harsher the shadows on the wall will be. This is a flaw. Second, make the background neat and well thought out. There should be nothing unnecessary or cluttered in the background. This will make the picture pleasant. Place interesting small items on the background, ideally related to your theme and reflecting your interests. For example, I have some tech items, YouTube buttons. If you are a doctor, you might have medical items, certificates. If you're an investor, use graphs, money symbols. If you are filming a beauty blog, the background could feature cosmetic gadgets or products, and so on. It's important to think about why these things are in the frame and don't leave what makes sense. And I have an idea right now. Drop what's going to be in your background in the comments and I'll try to guess what your channel is about. Let's try to play and check your thoughts. In film school, I learned about depth of the shot. This means that the frame has several levels of depth. Some objects are closer and others are farther. Always use this. Place the objects on different levels and create volume and interesting picture. Third, place another small light source in the background. It would be great if the background had a small light source. It could be a small desk lamp like mine or a string of lights. The presence of light in the background makes the picture more interesting and you can highlight important objects. And very important rule, the foreground should be brighter than the background. The main and more powerful light should be directed at you. Where the light goes, attention follows. If both you and the background are accurately lit, you'll lose the viewer's attention, which means you lose their attention and views. Okay guys, and the total budget for this part is $0. I love such solutions very much. And what about you? And finally, fourth and most important. The remaining 40% of success is just 1 point. Have you guessed what it is? On YouTube, the quality of sound is more important than the quality of video. Videos with bad sound will definitely not be watched to the end. If your lighting is poor or the background is uninteresting, but you are sharing useful things in an engaging way that's easy to understand for your audience, people will forgive poor video quality, but they will never forgive bad sound. What does bad sound mean? For example, sound recorded with an echo from the camera. Such a video will lose many views because people will turn it on, hear that it's unwatchable, and skip it. Compare these shots and honestly answer, which one are you more likely to forgive me for? Hi, my name is Ilya Weitzman, I'm a professional YouTube producer and I wish you good luck on your YouTube path and million views and subscribers. Hi, my name is Ilya Weitzman, I'm a professional YouTube producer and I wish you good luck on your YouTube path. Analytics in 100% of cases shows that the first option is better. That's why you should give sound the most attention. I've tried many systems. At first I used brand Boya. They have good and affordable lapel microphones for phones, links are in the description. But what I bought for the camera, I absolutely didn't like, even though the reviews for these microphones were good. The sound was terrible, as for me. I tried several brands and settled on one. I chose DJI. The DJI Mini Mic was recently released. The basic set, receiver and transmitter costs $90. There are also several other set options, including the one with a charging case. These are really great microphones. They have a backup track recording feature with a minimal volume in case your main audio gets too loud. There is also a good noise isolation mode, a magnetic mount and a USB-C adapter to connect the lapel mic to your phone. But what is great, that you can connect it via Bluetooth without any adapter. Although the recording will be in mono mode, which isn't a big deal, but you have this option. This is a good investment. Of course, you can also consider another options of good microphones. I left the links in the description of the video. And two more important recommendations. First, don't shoot in an empty room to avoid echoes. And the second, close windows and turn off the air conditioning to avoid background noise. Okay. The total budget for this part is $90. And the only one more thing to keep in mind is that you need to put the camera and the light sources on the tripods. There are plenty of affordable options available. I've left examples in the description. In fact, if you have one camera and two light sources, you can manage with a budget of $50–60. So, if we consider all the necessary elements, professional setup including lighting and sound, using your phone camera, it will cost lower than $500. If you decide to purchase a camera, you can do so within a budget of $1,000. Sounds great? To start gaining views and subscribers from the very first video, this video covers the most relevant YouTube strategy for this year. Like and subscribe, this video was 100% helpful. Leave your thoughts, suggestions and wishes in the comments. See you next week!